Well, howdy, howdy. Today we're going to be doing a little thing called the Supernatural season tier list. I thought it'd be a great way to cover this show that I just recently watched or rewatched, I suppose, on this channel. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I think I'm gonna skip seasons 1 and 2 because I kind of didn't rewatch them. I started with season 3. I think season 3 is a pretty great season. It's the season. Oh, and spoiler warning, by the way. You can leave. All spoilers. Ready? So I go. Right. So season 3 basically focuses on this whole concept of Dean. Dean made a basically a deal with the demons. So if you haven't known about Supernatural, it's a show about demons, angels, werewolves, all the supernatural stuff you can think of. And basically the the Winchester brothers, Dean and Sam Winchester, hunt down these things because their father, John Winchester, taught them to do it. This is because their mother was a hunter. People who hunt these things are called hunters. Their mother died to a demon because the demon wanted to get to Sam. It's a long story with the backgrounds, guys. You just ignore that. Point being, they're hunters. They hunt down for all the nasty shit. Season 1 is them basically looking for their father because he went missing because he got a hint of the quote unquote yellow-eyed demon who killed his wife and the Winchester's mother. So he just abandoned his sons to do this trip. Season 2 basically sort of finishes up, but they bring in with the yellow demon. They kill him. He wants to free the fucking demons from hell to Earth. Yada yada. Basically, all fun and dandy. Sam gets powers from drinking demon blood, effectively, is the way I think is the take. Right. Season 3, Dean is basically suffering with the fact that he made a deal with a demon to effectively, I think it was to save Sam from death, in which now Dean's gonna have to give up his life. He's gonna get dragged to hell by hellhounds. So they're trying to figure that out. One of the ways they're trying to figure this out is to find the demon that holds his contract, who is Lilith, and Lilith is trying to raise the demons again to basically free Lucifer, who's in a cage. This is when the show really begins going heavy on this biblical shit, and really does go away from from your monsters like ghosts, werewolves, vampires, and shit like that. It really does get more biblical and world buildy type, while sort of the first and second season are still, yeah, they have the demons in there, but it's still very loosey that way. Especially season 1. I think they're good. I might as well judge them now, but they're good seasons, but they're really not indicative of how the rest of the show goes. And that's why personally I don't think I like rewatching them, because they're just so disconnected from what I think is my favorite part of this show, which is this biblical element, right? I like this sort of coherent storyline that keeps them going. In the first 2 seasons, it really does feel what happened, which was the authors initially started off the show as, oh, the Winchester brothers are just hunting down monsters, to a much more coherent biblical tale of like demons and angels. So they're good seasons, but they're not indicative, at least in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion. I know the fucking Supernatural fandom is insane, but whatever. I ignore you guys. That's my take. Because they're cool, but sometimes y'all too much with your headcanons and defending every fucking episode like your life depended on it, because you guys are just weirdly like, no, some of these seasons are ass. This is what happens when a CW TV show runs for 15 seasons. Some of the seasons get bad. Some of the seasons are good. Some of the parts are good. Some of the episodes of bad seasons are good episodes. Right? It's a show with 20 episodes a season, basically, on average. So no doubt you're going to have good episodes and bad seasons. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how much episodes there are in total, but there's fucking 15 seasons. Like, there's a lot of a lot of episodes. Right. Jesus. Got a little fucking out of it. Um. Right. That's the first 3 seasons. I like season 3 because it has this coherent storyline. Season 5 is the best season, in my opinion, because it deals with directly Satan versus Michael, who are angels. They're bringing in God, biblical shit. They're bringing in the whole point of. First of all, they're bringing in angels. There were basically no angels before this. We didn't know about them. Yeah, we knew that Lilith wants to bring back Satan, but that was not really much of anything. So this is much better. Like at least what I like about the show is this dichotomy of angels versus demons, and how they're getting their story completed. And season 5 is really good, really good. There's some fire characters introduced in the season. I believe it's also season 4. Did I cover season 4 already? No, where is it in here? This is a really messy fucking thing because the season numbers are not like visible to me. I mean, there's 4 here, and that's 5. So where's 4? I believe. Is this 4? I can't see. I think this is 4. It's really weird. It's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like 13, 10, 12, 14. This is 14. This is 11. This is 14. This is probably 12 in that case. Or vice versa. This is really bad. I literally cannot. I want to see the image of what's on here, but I cannot see it in this fucking take. So I'll just put the order. I'll listen to what I have to say. That's all for that. Right. That's season 4. Season 4 is a little bit worse, particularly because season 5 ends this whole arc. Season 4 and 5 are really, they go together. They go hand in hand, like as pairings. And I'm going to go through season 4. At the end of season 3, Dean dies, goes to hell. Season 4 basically opens with Dean getting rescued. We don't know how he got rescued at the beginning, but we're sort of let on later that the angel Castiel pulled him out of hell. Now, a lot of this season is focused on Dean being a different person because of the experiences in hell. We have a lot of this beginning angel stuff that we sort of have to deal with. Now, another thing about this show is it's so long and so convoluted. There's a lot of retcons that you have to keep your mind open to. So later down the season, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, this doesn't fit with how this worked in this season. This is a little different. The rules don't make sense if you apply it." You sort of just have to accept it as yeah, it just is what it is, because that's just how long it is, and to write that season, it has to work that way. I'm gonna preface that as well. Season 4 is a little worse than season 3, even though they're really connected. Like, half of season 4 is basically a continuation of season 3, and I mean, that's a season in a TV show, but like the plot, like the actual villain you're dealing with, characters, it's really different later on, but they're like paired. Point being, I think and the show does this a lot, where the first 3 episodes deal with typically on average, first 3 episodes deal with the outfall of the last season. The last 3 episodes deal with the ending of the season, and the setup of the next season is the typical way this works. Yes, I think that's my take. Season 3 is a little bit better than season 4, but season 5 is just far better than both of those, even though they're sort of equal in quality. I'm just getting this personal opinion. Okay? Personal opinion. Season 6 is really so season 5 ends with basically it's focused on Lucifer fighting Michael, but them fighting will lead to the end of the world because of how catastrophic it will be due to their power. And so the Winchesters decide to trap Lucifer and Michael back again, which is what they do. Basically, it's like a lot of these seasons are like MacGuffin chases. This one is about the 4 keys, 4 rings of like power that will unlock the gate, like the gate in what Lucifer was hidden. So season 5 ends with Sam saying yes. So one of the rules of possession is demons can possess any person. Angels need permission to possess. A lot of conflict with that, and Lucifer needs permission from Sam to enter his body, and Michael needs permission from Dean to say yes. And they're sort of made this whole biblical fucking format of they're made for this battle, all predicted, all assumed by God, and so on. And yeah, so basically it ends with Sam saying yes to Lucifer as part of the plan to make him stand on this ring. They do it. They capture Sam, Lucifer, and Michael, and a hidden Dean, like John Winchester, had another son that was not a hunter, and now he's also used as now Michael is using him as a vessel because the vessel has to be related to John Winchester. It's fucking convoluted, right? But that's sort of the premise. Their father had another son. There's like time travel. The angels have a lot of these episodes are really filler-ish. Ugh. Point being, they capture in their younger brother, Michael, Sam, and Lucifer in Lucifer's gate in hell that no one can break unless you go through the seals. Those don't exist anymore, so you sort of have to break them in a different way. They break the gate a little later. So that's where the season ends, and Dean is told by Sam to live in a life. That's a lot of their conflict is we never had a normal life. We've always been hunters from when we were little kids. We never had a normal life. Why are we not normal? Why are we not like the others? Yada 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 yada. It's a big, really bitch fucking fest on their end. It's really annoying, but that's, at least for me, that's really a down of the show. At least for me, like this whole fucking complaint. But I get it. Also, parts of work sometimes it gets a little noisy. Whatever. Point being, season 5 ends with Sam in hell, in a gate. Now, season 6 is sort of shit because it picks up with Sam. Now, there also there's I think Crowley is in this season, is introduced in this season. Crowley is a demon. And by the way, I have to say, I love Crowley. I love Crowley as a character, especially in the later seasons, but in the beginning, he's sort of like a menace, a double-crossing menace. But he's just great. He's like the demon he's like the king of the crossroads. Crossroads where demons have to make their deals. So he's in charge of that. And then after Lilith dies, that releases Lucifer. He becomes the king of hell, but he doesn't want Lucifer freed because if Lucifer is freed, Lucifer is an angel and he hates demons, even though he created them, but he created them out of spite for God, not because he cares about the demons. So Crowley knows that Lucifer is gonna kill the demons, which is what he does. If you're interested, check out the show. So right, I just introduced Crowley. Where was I? Right, I'm leading up to season 6. Season 6 opens up with Sam being alive, but plot twist, he doesn't have his soul. Now, before I judge it, Castiel is an angel who basically becomes the reoccurring character, and by reoccurring, literally like a main cast Like every episode, Castiel is probably there unless they have to write him out for whatever reason. Season 4, he's sort of there, but only really when they need to talk. Like the way the episodes are structured, you either have your filler episode that's just the boys hunting for some monster, or you have them dealing with the main plot, the main story, which is relating to Lucifer, whatever the main story of the season is. Season 4, that main story is Lilith. You have Castiel there. He sort of appears only ever so often. Castiel then becomes a much more reoccurring character later on. He's a great character as well. Love Castiel, especially. Well, his character sort of gets fucking fucked by some seasons. Season 6 in particular is a little bit of a weird one. But yeah, because season 6 is picks up with Sam being rescued from hell, but he has he doesn't have his soul because his soul is still stuck in the cage. Now, if you don't have a soul in this universe, and for whatever reason it's only introduced now, and in the previous seasons it was not mentioned to the same degree, but if you don't have a soul, you don't sleep for whatever reason. But you're like pretty fucking insane. You don't sleep. You don't have emotions. Is effectively no sympathy, no emotions. You're a killing machine. That's what that is. Right. Now, season 6 picks up with Sam being rescued. Sam's rescued. And after he's rescued, he is without a soul. Dean was living a life chill because he thought Sam died because he went to hell. Death is really not an obstacle, but they thought Sam died. Yeah. Point being, the entire season's pretty ass because effectively it's Castiel and Crowley working together in secret to get up a bunch of souls so they can use them as battery packs in order to become more powerful so that he can overpower the angels. And because there's a mess up in heaven after their entire plan of fighting Lucifer ended. The whole end of the world apocalypse scenario no longer happening. That's the mess. That's the mess. Castiel is trying to end it. Not poggers. And they try to open the way to purgatory to get even more souls. Now, purgatory is hell / the afterlife for monsters. Now, in purgatory, they also have leviathans, which is what we're going to be doing in season 7. But point being, season 6 is pretty ass because it's them sort of working in this angel civil war. There's a lot of cool episodes. They have the episode where they go into an alternate reality where Sam and Dean Winchester are on a set. It's a really cool episode. But basically the whole premise is they are put in this reality that is our reality because they're filming Supernatural in there. And but the Dean and Sam Winchester are basically acting like Sam and Dean Winchester in real life. Because in real life it's like the actual characters, like the actual actors and directors that are in the. It's really meta. Like it's a really meta episode. I really like it. I really think it's a cool episode. That's it. Yes. We have like a lot of commentary, a lot of jokes about each other, a lot of jokes about the producers, so on and so on. Yes. Pretty, but again, as I said, shit season, some good episodes. Not shit, like it's a bad fucking season. It's not great. It's not average. It's a little a little icky to watch, a little fucking boring. The plot twist is sort of mid. The plot was being that Castiel's betraying them and that he's the one who pulled out Sam. What the fuck else was in this season? Wait, hold up. Uh, um, no, season 6, by the way, was the last. Was that? Wait, let me reading this. Hold up, hold up. So Kripke, Eric Kripke, the creator of the show, departed in season 6. Which kind of explains why it was so fucking ass. But sorry to the creator of season 6. I'm not saying you're a bad creator. It's just this fucking season was a little mid. Okay, but like the fucking plot. You're not getting my question. The plot. How does this season end? This season ends. Castiel tries to kill Crowley, but discovers that he cannot. Right, Castiel had switched the jars of. Yes. So at the end of the season, Castiel basically opens the portal to this other dimension and sucks up all the souls from purgatory into himself, and he has like a shitload of power. Like he's like god level fucking magic at this point. I'm sort of confused. But what else is there fucking? Point being, the season's really fucking ass. It's really not good. It's trying to handle season 5, like, you know, Sam and Dean escape, but it's just not that fucking good. It's just not that fucking good. Season 7, however, is better. Now the issue is that you'll probably be watching season 7 right after watching season 6, and the issue is it's really not good to do that because you're just gonna be so burnt out after season 6 because of just how repetitive, annoying a lot of these episodes are. But season 7's plot is better. It's not great. It's not nearly the great as fucking this level of great. Of course not. But it's better. Because now we're dealing with a Leviathan. So the first couple episodes, it's like Castiel, he's the new god, but his vessel can't hold all the Leviathans. And then they escape. Castiel sort of dies, sort of doesn't. He comes back a little later, but he dies for part of the season. He's gone. Right. Was he gone for the entire season or part of the season? I think it's part of the season he's gone for. Because in the end, yeah, he's gone for part of the season. Because he's a pretty cool character. I love Castiel. But point being, they're dealing with Leviathans. Leviathans are hard to kill. There's a lot of hijinks. Bobby dies in this season. They meet some great new, characters. Particularly, my favorite that they added was who was it? I have to find the fucking name. They have Kevin Tran. They introduced him. Kevin Tran. Oh, sorry about that. Kevin Tran is like can read. They might have introduced him a little early, but we have Kevin Tran. He sort of is the scribe who can read these like tablets that God wrote. All right, Charlie Bradbury is pretty poggers as a character. She's like a super high hacker character. Really fun on screen. Really lovely to watch. Kevin Tran's pretty great. A lot of these characters are really fun. Season 7 really does stand out because of their characters, and I really like kind of the plot. Again, like not necessarily saying it's better, but sort of saying it's fun that way. I definitely still think the other seasons, the early season, much better. But season 7 does, I think. Well, okay, I should probably add another row for mid. Put it about bad, not average, but like mid, because everybody knows that mid is mid. Well, average. There we go. There's just a jump. It's just a much higher jump. 7 is pretty much better, is what I'm getting at. I like the Leviathan arc. That's my take. I'm not sure how people feel about it. I like it. I like it much better. It's still good. Okay, moving on. Season 8. All right, season 7 finishes with them basically killing the head honcho Leviathan, who wanted to make basically people into mush by turning them into sloths and lazy people. Really political after the fact. Just ignore it. Who gives a fuck about politics? Yes. Let's see here. Season 8. We need to talk about Kevin. Why? Right. Crowley is sort of our villain for season 8. Because that's the season they want to lock up. Okay, I should probably set it up. I think so. In season 6, when they pull Sam out of Sam's soul out of hell at the end, Death pulls Sam's soul out of hell. Then they pull Sam's soul out of hell, put it into Sam, but because the soul has been tortured by Lucifer and Michael, they can't just put it back properly. So there is a wall that he puts between, like Death puts between that, and says don't itch the wall. They don't bring it up in this season. In this season in particular, maybe they do. Season 7. Well, it was season 7, not season. It was the one. It was a season right before they had Castiel cast all the angels down. That was the season. So I'm definitely right. There's a season that has all of the angels be cast down after Castiel works with Megatron, which was season 8. That was season 8. Am I wrong? Or was that... Yeah. Yeah, it was season 8. It was season 8. Yup. There we go. It was season 8. I'm right. Was this... Yeah, so season 8, basically, the Leviathans are no longer... They sort of ignore everything about the Leviathans. Dean come back from purgatory. Dean and Castiel doesn't come from purgatory, but Dean comes from purgatory. And they're dealing with Kevin Tren. He has the Word of God tablet that sort of there's a demon tablet and there is the angel tablet. A lot of these tablets then tie back to Megatron, who initially wrote all this shit down. You have a lot of filler episodes. I'm just sort of going through a lot of this stuff, and ask the prophet. Kevin Tren has to read through it to sort of try to understand the fucking tablet. And one of the demon tablets, they find a way to cast all the demons to hell and lock it up. That's what the Winchesters are focused on, whilst Castiel is focused on Castiel are focused on getting I think Megatron is Metatron yet? No. It's not this. No shot it's this. Is this okay? Yeah, so in this season 8, this is where they get introduced to the Men of Letters. Now the Men of Letters are basically top educated hunters. They don't hunt, they study all the supernatural stuff. Men of Letters. This is the season we're introduced to this new setting, which is the bunker. And the bunker's a pretty rad setting, as opposed to just being in a different hotel every time. They still go to hotels, but now we sort of have a base of operations that we didn't have before. Nonetheless, you sort of have a lot of filler episodes. I'm looking for right, right. So Castiel is saved from purgatory by an angel. I think the angel's name is Raphael. Ah, I think the angel's name is Raphael. I could be wrong. I'm trying to get the fucking name. Naomi, my bad. The angel's name is Naomi. She saves Castiel, but also she basically controls Castiel's mind at this point. She's wiping his memory. Basically makes basically makes Castiel her slave. Um, to be around the Winchesters, which is why they're just following that order. A lot of character stuff, yada 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 yada. I have to. There's a lot of seasons, and they all the way it's set up is that they all mix together, unlike a regular show where you sort of have your villain episode one that you set up and then you end the season. It's really a continuous thing. They're always enticing you to watch the next season because there's never an end. So in this season, Metatron has tricked Castiel into casting all the angels out from heaven and making them into humans that are a little more powerful than humans, but basically they're all cast down. A lot of them lose their powers, and it's basically a bloodbath. Castiel loses his grace. Grace is basically like battered magic that powers the angels. If you steal their grace, they're basically a human. It's really complicated that way, but regardless, yes, that's about it. That season, and now to rank it, I think season 8 goes here. In fact, I'd say it's a little better than this. I'd say, okay, what the fuck? There we go. Season 8's a little better than season 7 because it goes back to the whole god stuff. Still doesn't, square up with the other season, but still it's better. Better. It's quality. I think this really needs its own special fucking category at this point. You know what I mean? Because it's a little different. I wouldn't want to mix it in, but I think season 8 just fits there. Maybe honestly, I'd probably watch it at the same rate as I watch 1 and 2. That's about it. Let's see here. Right. It ends with the angels being cast down. This is where the next season begins. Right, and this is where the wall ends. The wall ends with the Sam's mind, the wall between the soul and memories are broken, so he goes insane. Castiel has to take on the stuff. Why is he dying? The fuck is Sam dying? This fucking outline is really mid. Sure. Sure. I mean, I don't know why it's so weird that I fucking don't get a good fucking breakdown of the episodes. I just wanna let's go to the fandom website as opposed to the Wikipedia. Yeah. I'm sorry. Can we? I'm sorry. Can I? Can I? Um. I don't know. I'm really confused. I'm not sure. I just saw that Sam's thing with Butts. Yeah, I just think Sam loses his mind in this. I thought the walls. This is where it's broken. Yeah, well, this is where the wall's broken. If I remember, I'm really confused on why it's not mentioned on any of the fucking breakdowns. But yeah, that's what season 8 ends with because I know why. Because in season, this is in the next season, the next season is where is uh um is where they have the other angel take control of Sam. Really confused. Yeah, well, I'm mega confused. Anyway, it's season 9. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm actually fucking confused as fuck at this point. Um Oh, my bad. It wasn't the fucking memory hold. That broke seasons ago. That shit broke in the fucking seasons. I confused. So, oh, that explains it. So in season 7, I think it breaks like mid fucking season. I forget how they fix it. I'll be completely honest. I think uh uh um now I'm still fucking confused. Okay. I'm really sorry. What is the fucking season? What is the fucking season in which, and I'm gonna repeat myself, in which, in which, yeah, yeah, you have, this is season 9. What is the season in which Castiel takes upon the memories of the whole destruction of the whole torture that Sam goes through? Um, am I insane? Am I cuckoo? Am I insane? But I genuinely don't fucking remember. Huh. This is concerning. This is truly concerning. Right then, I think I figured it out. Okay, so Sam's wall breakdown of the season 6 at the end of season 6. Um, and he deals with that for like half of season 7 before they find Castiel again, who then takes on those memories and basically is incapacitated until Kevin Trent reappears, where his sort of angel sort of fixes him by magic, I guess. That's what that was about. Yeah, sorry, I really confused it because in season 8, the reason Sam is dying is because in season 8 they undergo a trial, 3 trials to get the demons locked away in hell. And because Sam comes so close to completing it, like the final stage of doing those trials is the person conducting them will be dead. And they stop not to kill Sam, which is a little stupid of them, but they stop not to kill Sam, but it's so far gone that he basically is dying. So the reason I say this is because on season 9 deals with the Outfall. Season 8 also ends with Castiel doing the whole reading to lock away heaven because Castiel believes Metatron, that it will help, but Metatron lies, and basically it outs all the angels outside of heaven. Season 9 deals a lot with this. Um, it's sort of mid. It's sort of mid. It deals with the outfall. It has like an angel possess Sam. It's sort of boring. That angel then takes abuse. There's a whole story of getting him ousted. Then you sort of have to kinda iffy Schmitty deal with, getting rid of that guy. That guy works for Metatron. There's a civil war on Earth between the angels. Sort of really mid. Really mid. I'd say maybe as boring as season 6, but it could just be because I was fucking binge watching this shit, and then the other previous seasons were sucking the desire out of my brain. Maybe it's worse than season 6. I literally couldn't tell you. I mean, by the ratings, let's see here. According to ratings, uh, um, let me see here. Let me see here. Actually, it didn't do that bad. You know what? If I go to IMDb, Supernatural season 9. Season 9 it has a 93%. The fuck? 8.4. What was season 6? 8.4. Oh, this is just the entire show in it. Yeah, it's just the show. It's just the show. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what it's ranked as. Point being, I just feel like season 9's a little more boring. Even though it's a lot with the god stuff and the angels, it's just. I think this is where it crosses still being above about some sort of plan that God created, and it's just now a mess. It's just really, 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 really fucking messy. So I don't care for it. That's about it. Again, some fine episodes in between. I should again repeat that. There's some good episodes in between, but the overall plot's kind of mid. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just like fallen angels. Castiel is hunted by the angels. Then you later on have, Castiel sucking up angels' grace for his own reason. They want to fucking kill. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec. Is season 9 about the Blade as well? It is about the Blade. Okay, there's always two story arcs, especially with Castiel. They started doing parallel lines that sort of kind of intersect. It's better because I should really, there's the fucking split. I'm really wrong about this, but yeah, I did like it better than season 7 in particular, because maybe even season is that 8? Maybe even season 8, honestly, because the Blade story arc was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I like the idea of Dean becoming a killer because of the Blade, them hunting down Kane. I really did like that story. I just didn't like the part with Castiel and the Angels. That was boring. The Demon Blade, that was actually kind of fun. I should have probably, figured that out before judging it. But yeah, that's probably better. Season 10, what does this end in? Right, this ends with them killing Death. Is season 10 the Amara one? No. Season 10 ends with the Amara stuff, so that's season 11. Yeah, so season 10 ends with actually Dean dying, kinda. Point being, in the season, Dean basically he needs to kill the Hell Knights. Hell Knights being like Abaddon. You can't kill them easy way. You need to become Kane. Kane's curse. He becomes immortal. He has a curse on him. The curse allowed him to train the demons, so he needs to kill them. Dean wants the blade, but he needs the curse. The curse makes him a little more bloodthirsty and possessive of the knife. Basically, it's a retread of Sam and the demon blood. Realistically, that's what it is. There's always like that whole balance of like, oh, Sam's doing something bad. Oh, Dean is giving into his emotions. Oh, Sam is doing something bad. Oh, Dean is doing something bad. Um, that's a little just fucking complain on how the show was written, but nonetheless, it's still fine. Point being, it ends with Dean sort of dying, becoming a demon. This is the At Fault season 10. What the fuck happens in the season? Oh no, what the fuck? Sorry, what the fuck happens in this season? Season 10. Why am I why am I forgetting these fucking seasons? It's a little weird that I'm just forgetting these like this. Oh, that's interesting. There's like two versions of the season 9 trailer. And one of them has like the angel shit, the other one doesn't. It's actually kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm on the fandom, just playing around. Anyways, season 10. Season 10. Um. I think it's a lot of filler from what I'm looking at. Dean's a demon for a couple first episodes. They cure him. There's a lot of filler episodes. There's a Rowena in here. A lot of filler. That's filler. That's more filler. Oh, yikers. There's a lot of filler, isn't there? Kane comes back. They kill Kane. That's another filler. That's a filler. Rowena is sort of the main villain here, I guess. Rowena is a witch character, but she's pretty poggers in the later episodes. Right, they have some sort of steins, which are like, your Frankenstein. Think this is where Charlie dies. Yeah, Charlie dies. They kill the Steins. It's a lot of filler. It's a really filler episode from what I'm fucking reading. Jesus Christ. They're like, yeah, Jesus. I mean, weird. Huh. It's really interesting. I just didn't fucking expect it to be like that. How much season episodes does this have? 23. Okay, weird. There's a lot of filler. A lot of fillers. Huh. Yeah, I mean it's really forgettable. I'm gonna say it's just a mid-season. There's some cool episodes with them. The story. There's just no story. I don't know what to say. There's just like no story. That's like a coherent plot line. You don't have to deal with Satan. There's nothing ongoing like this. It's just really intersposed. A lot of filler. Huh. Yep. Well, that's my take. Huh. Huh. Uh-huh. CW. Oh, the episode summaries are CW Press. Okay, well, maybe there's something missing here, but from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of filler. A lot of filler. Yeah. Yeah. What's this? Why was Sam working with Rowena? Is this right? They're trying to. I know Sam in secret because basically Dean gives up on getting rid of the Mark of Cain. So they're trying to figure out how to get rid of the Mark of Cain because still sort of corrupting them and corrupting Dean. There's a lot of that episode, but it's really boring. It's not that interesting because there's like no actual threat. Like, yeah, you have Rowena kind of be a threat. You have like small villains, but nothing like this is world ending. Set it mid. I'm just gonna say it's a mid season. Season 11 is the season ends. Season 10 ends with them releasing Amara. Now, Amara is God's sister. That's right. That's right. Amara is God's sister. Yeah. The Darkness, aka Amara. I like this season a little bit more than. Fuck. Where do I put this? It's on par with 7. On par with 7. I'd say Amara's pretty good villain. I like the connection she and Dean have. I really like it. I like them bringing in God, who's also Chuck, into this. Really kind of weird. Now, in retrospect, the season gets weird because of the other seasons. But on its own, if you want to watch this as the last season, it's much better that way if you don't keep on watching. I treat season 11 as the end of the show. Personally, it ends on the best note you have. There's no. They set up the next sort of villain season as kind of as they usually do. But it's like the least of the worries. It could go anyway. It's just the last good season. Because from here on out, it kind of gets messy. Probably a lot of these things are gonna get pushed up, but season 12. Excuse me. Hold up. This is 15, 14, 13. Oh, yeah, that's right. 12 and 13, 12. Sorry, yeah, that's right. Season 11 is Amara. Pretty mid-season, sort of cool. They bring in God. It ends with a pretty highest note. None of the brothers die. There's no actual enemy. Season 12. I can't tell if this is 12 or 14, but I'm gonna use this for 12. I think this is 12 actually. Season 12 is ass. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's so bad because it's just about the English men of letters, and the English men of letters are hunting down all the hunters in America because they're bad at their job, and the men of letters in the UK are much better. Yada yada. It's so boring. Like, you went from fighting God's sister to the fucking English men of letters, and somehow Dean and fucking Sam are losing. It's just so bad. Like, it's not good. It's just not fucking good at all. It's just so bad. Their mother, Amara, brings back Dean and Sam's mother, and it's just so fucking bad. Oh, it's really just terrible. Because it's like the stakes are not there. It's just really boring. It's just, I don't know why they went so bad. It was just such a weird power dynamic. It's really bad. It's worse than season 6. Far worse. I mean, it's far worse than season 6. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna up it all. I mean, probably no, I'm not gonna up it all. I'm just gonna do it like this. Season 12 is just ass. I'm actually making a new one. Gonna call it "Do Not Watch." Do not watch. Too much. It's here. It's just bad. What's season 13? It's just really fucking mid. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking ass. Okay. next season, season 12. Again, they had some fine inner episodes, but even that, those are sort of drying up. What's season 12 about? Jesus, it was so fucking like ass fucking cracked. That's how bad it was. Okay, season 13. It is. It is. Hello? Wait, no. What the fuck? Wait. Wait, am I. Okay, so Satan is also back in this season. Why is Satan back? Why the fuck is Satan back? What? What? Again, fucking parallel plot lines. The uh um okay, this is the season. Yes, this season is about fucking the Man of Letters from the UK. Satan also comes back. Okay, Satan doesn't come back. They free Satan in season 11 to fight Amara. I'm wrong. You're right. That's what it was. That's what it was. They wanna. There you go. They bring back Satan because they need to fight Amara. Because before, when God fought Amara, they had Satan on Lucifer on their site. Brought that back to this. There you go. Satan is a dickhead again, even though he sort of had a. It's so weird because Satan fucking had a retribution arc in the last season, and they sort of just go back on it because God and Amara left again, and now Lucifer is pissy. So it's just so bad. It doesn't get better. It does not get better because now at the end of season 12, Lucifer has a child, a Nephilim, who's super powerful. Now, by the way, there was a Nephilim earlier in the show, but they were like not powerful, what the fuck soever. Like they were super fucking weak. It was actually bad. Like they had a couple Nephilims throughout the show at this point, and they were very, very fucking weak compared to Jack. And Jack is in season 13. Um, Jack is the son of Lucifer, who is super powerful, and the Winchesters are raising, and it's really weird. Just fucking Jack. I don't like the character. I like the character partly, but like so much fucking problems. It's just this is where they introduce. I mean, you know what? In this season, they fucking literally unjokingly introduce this terrible thing of fucking an alternate parallel world. And this is when you're like, oh, you've been watching the MCU too much. Oh, okay, you've watched some Rick and Morty. It's like, why the fuck are we doing alternate realities now? It's so complicated. But Jack's birth creates a new reality, and yeah, it's just so weird because in this reality, and they got rid of Crowley this season. It's so mid. It's just so bad. They get rid of Crowley. They get rid of the mother, kinda, sorta. They kind of keep around. It's just so bad. Death comes here because she didn't, and because this is second death, the death role always gets replaced. It's just so fucking ass and boring. Season 13 is just slightly better. Just slightly better than season 12 because they sort of up the stakes, but they sort of like they miss. They really start dwelling into shit that's like, oh, you've run out of ideas. You've really run out of ideas. That's season 12 onward. It's like you've really, really run the fuck out of ideas. Season 14 and season 15 are sort of fucking the same season, but season 15 just is dragged out when it could have just been 13 episodes. Season 14 is sort of what is it about? That's right, alternate Michael, because in this alternate reality there was the fight between Lucifer and Michael. So now it was flipped. And now they're back in our world because they just want to keep on doing it over and over again for no reason. Point being, in the beginning of season 13, Michael from the alternate reality gets into, that's right, Lucifer fights Sam, or possesses Sam. I think he fights Sam, so Dean needs to fight him. No, sorry, Lucifer wants to kill Jack because he wouldn't obey him. So Lucifer needs to, so Dean needs to fight him, and he fights him by letting an alternate Michael into his body. And now we're sort of dealing with a lot of that, of Michael controlling Dean. And a lot of filler episodes. Oh, and Jack is out of his power because Lucifer stole it. And then midway through the season, Jack gets his power back. He just fucking blows up. And Jack is just a dickhead because he's a child because he's a fucking 3-month-old, but like an adult. But like, he's also just annoying. He's just really annoying. He's just a fucking plot device of, oh, we need something to go wrong, and they just fucking use Jack. So Jack kills Mary Winchester, and then he allows himself to be manipulated by angels to make more angels. And then Jack loses control of himself, so he starts. Jack starts basically doing a lot of like God stuff. Like he has power of God at this point. I don't remember how, but he starts doing a lot of wacky shit, and God comes back, aka Chuck. And this is probably the dumbest fucking thorough fucking line that this season introduces, where Chuck God, he's a writer, and he's been writing every episode all out, and apparently every alternate reality is just a failed draft that God has been making. And mind you, they definitely made this up this season alone, or at least after season 12. Like, this was not in mind when season 11 was being made, because Amara makes no mention of this. This is not brought up ever. It's not brought up ever. I don't think this was ever the conclusion. I might be wrong, but this just feels really tacked on. God is the new villain because God has been the puppeteer of Sam and Dean Winchester, and he just wants a really cool story about Sam killing Dean or Dean killing Sam, and Sam and Dean Winchester won't play along. So when God tries to get Dean to kill Jack with a Poggy gun and it doesn't work, God just becomes a jackass and says, fine, if you won't play by my rules, I'm out of the picture. So he just fucking leaves and just says, you have to kill yourself. You have to kill each other for me to, like, leave the world alone. And then it's just so bad. It just, season 14 feels like filler for season 15 to make God the villain, but like God the villain arc is so ass. You're like, why am I watching this? It's like you don't need to watch season 14 because the payoff is ass, and the payoff last season is so bad. It's so fucking bad because the entire season is focused on how they're gonna kill God, and like you have these new fucking characters of like Death. Death is working with them to kill God. It's so fucking ass. And like, God kills everybody. And it's just so fucking bad. It's just. And like, Jack, he dies at the end of season 14. And he gets sent into the. I don't even know. It's just something like really like a purgatory for angels. And Castiel woke up, and the Goop is mad about that. And they set us up like in last season, and now that Goop is working with Jack and Death to kill God, and it doesn't work. And the season ends with them basically walking the earth, and there is no one else left on earth. God kills everyone because he just wants to torture the Winchesters. And there's just an episode where he absorbs Amara, like just absorbs her. Like he could have done this before, but he just absorbs her. Like Amara was such a great character in season 11, and just obliterated this season. Just obliterated. And even like in the season, she's fine. They just obliterated her for like one fucking moment. She's just gone. She's just gone because they didn't want to have people asking, why doesn't Amara step in? It's just gone. Like, just fucking kills her. Like, just gets rid of her fucking story-wise. It's so miserable. These last two seasons. Bruh. Is just so ass. This is like here. I don't know. I don't know. It's just slightly better than. Is this? What am I looking at? Season 14 and 12. Slightly better than season 12. Only and only for the reason 14 is better is because it's not fucking stupid. It doesn't feel like a spin-off. But the last 4 seasons are so tacked on, and this ends. The last episode is like, we killed God. We sucked out his power and gave it to Jack, and Jack is the new God and the new Amara. Like, they just don't even address Amara anymore. And it's just like, because Sam and Dean Winchester are no longer the heroes of their story. They just die. They just die, guys, because every other season has been made useless because it's been a big old plot by God. It was God. He's been writing everything that happened, every victory they've ever had. That was God. It's just so ass because you just retroactively fuck the show. I've seen people defend it, but they're only defending it because they're saying, how do you end it now? It's like, no, you should have fucking ended it season 11. That's when you should have ended it. That's the tier. I don't know. I don't know. That's the tier. I mean we can get rid of this. I feel now we don't need this specific row. There we go. This is amazing. I should have just gotten rid of this one, but this is amazing. I spelled amazing wrong. There you go. This is amazing this season. You got a couple good seasons. You got basically you can watch this, but like this is awful. Every season after season 11 is just fucking awful. I don't recommend you watch it. I really recommend you stop watching at season 11. Just I mean, if you've been here this long, you've already watched everything, but just after season 11, just pause there. This is my opinion. Again, I just really didn't like it. I just really didn't like the end of the story. I really felt the characters were misused and the events were really, really shoehorned in just to make this happen. It really does feel like they were signed for more seasons and they just really didn't fucking want to make more seasons. So they just came up and just shat on the whole fucking parade. That's how it really felt. Yeah, I mean, split the thing up however you want. I just really can't fucking understand why it got so bad. Right then, every show has like this. So that's about the ranking. And again, I'll sort of use OBS here to rank it by season if I can fucking figure out how I can do this text, because this might get ugly actually, like really, really fucking bad. Okay, let's see here. 1. Okay, this might actually be really stupid of me to even do this, because I don't even see it very well here. What is the season? What am I looking at? That's 3, 5, and 4. Right? 3, 5, and 4. Yeah. 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 Well, I'm actually not gonna do that, guys. That seems a little stupid. Maybe I will. I'll just do it like this. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it like this actually. That's 1. Yeah, that's gonna be the way I'm gonna do this. It's 1, season 1, season 2. What is that? Season 9 and season 8. Um, let's see here. Can I copy and paste this? No. Hello? Yeah, can I copy and paste this? There we go. This is hello. Oh my god, OBS is fucking me. There we go. This is seasons 7, 11. Ooh, how that added up. It's really fucking cold in this room. I should really get that fixed. This is season 10. So I have to go to their fucking page because I can't see shit here. Season 10. You could combine them, but I do think I think the jump of the bad seasons is really important to highlight. Like, I think the quality of the good seasons, yeah, you know, there might be a jump story wise. Oh, what the fuck? Hold up. Wait. Oh no. Wait. I did not realize that's what happens. I thought they were getting duplicated. I did not realize that they just get changed like that. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna add everything again. Yay! 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 Shake your nose out at it. Yay! 7-Eleven. Jesus. 7-Eleven. Moving on. Yeah. Oh, that's not the thing. That's just an image slideshow. I'm just adding this. Like, if you saw my OBS, you'd fucking cringe. Any person who's ever fucking done this before. I really don't like the 5 Wait, I could just do. Yeah, I could do that. I could do this. There we go. I could just do that. Why didn't I do this before? What is that? Is that 13, 13, 14, 15? Am I right about that? Or am I cuckoo about that? 14? Yeah, it's 14, 12, 15. Okay. So, yeah, it's 14, 12, 15. This is 13. Why did I put 13 that high up? Yeah, because it's just a little fucking better than the whole nonsense of the whole nonsense with the meta letters. Okay, does that work? Sorta. And the best seasons we have let me flip that. It's actually 5. That's first. 5 6. That's not 6. What is this? What is this fucking season? 1, 2. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I literally cannot fucking see what this season is. 4. There we go. It's 5, 3, 4. Yep. I'm gonna do a slow scroll right now. I know this ruined it, but just give me a moment. I just need to get this done because I'm fucking struggling with this nonsense. I don't know why they didn't make a proper tier list. Anyways, right. Let me just reset the zoom on here. Oh, I was already zoomed in just a teeny bit, wasn't I? Sorta. Let's just do this like this. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah. Well, okay. There we go. Screenshot this for the thumbnail. Well, no, I won't. I'll just screenshot the first part. Why would I do that? Gotta keep the suspense. Right. Okay, let's do the slow scroll by for people who might not see this. Let me just hide all this. This is so unfucking professional. It's actually sad. More of a zoom in like this. Yeah, I guess this is better. Slow scroll by. Wee. Let's actually announce it. In the amazing category, we got seasons 5, 3, and 4. In the good category, we got seasons 1, 2, 9, and 8. In the average category, we got the 7 and 11 seasons. In the mid category, season 10. In the bad category, season 6. In the trash category, season 13. In the do not watch category, seasons 14, 12, and 15. That's it. That's the video. Peace out. This was really fucking. This was much more intense to make than I actually expected, guys. It's actually wild. Anyways, peace.